Hi everybody and welcome to Winnie's Edu World. Today we are going to discuss Chapter 5 Lines and Angles for Grade 7. Okay, before we get into the chapter, let's just discuss a couple of basic things that we have already studied in the previous grades. Okay, so first, when you see a particular dot on the screen, this is dot A. What is it called? A point, isn't it? Point doesn't have width, length or breadth. So what is it? It is a zero-dimensional figure. Correct? Something new? Okay. Then what is this? If I give it a name L, it is line L. It is line. Isn't it? Why line? Because it doesn't have a starting point or a ending point. It can go on and on and on from both the directions. Can you think of a line in your real life example? Just think about it. Yeah, a road is a line. When you stand at a particular junction and look at the road, it just goes on and on and on, right? It doesn't have an end point. In the same way, a railway track, it is a line. Because you cannot see the starting point and the ending point. It can go on and on. Correct? Okay. And now, do you always have a straight line, or do you think this one is also a line, the curvy one? Yes, both of them are lines. The straight line is also a line and the curvy one is also a line. Correct? So how do I write a line? I can say it as AB. So I can say like this. I can have a small line on top of it and mark arrows on both the sides. And that becomes line because it can extend from this right side as well as from the left side. So that becomes a line. Now what is a line segment? Line segment is something which has a starting point as well as ending point. Correct? You stand here and you look at something, it has a starting and the ending point. You look at your table, the edge of the table, it has a starting point and an ending point, isn't it? Correct. Now the next one is a ray. What's a ray? See, from childhood you are making a sun like this. So what is these rays? According to our diagram, these are lines. Isn't it? But actually what it should be? It should be like this because it has a starting point. It is starting from the sun and it is just going on and on. So ray has a starting point and no ending point. From a sun or from a torch or from the headlight of your car, you can see the light has a starting point and the rays just go, it just gets scattered, isn't it? So that is a ray which has a starting point and no ending point. So if I make a ray as AB, it has the starting point and doesn't have an ending point. So I can mark it same way. Got it? Ray, line, line segment, point, everything clear. Perfect. Now if I have two rays joining together, what does it make? You remember this? Yeah, it makes a angle. Perfectly, it makes an angle. So what is this point? It is a vertex, right? Common vertex for the rays AB and AC. It is making an angle. What is the name of this angle? CAB. How will you write it? Will you always go ahead and say angle CAB? Will you say like that? Or will you have a symbol to denote angle and you will say CAB? Correct? CAB. Center is A. Why? Because here also your angle is at A. Correct? Perfect. So what are the different kind of angles? Quickly, do you remember? Come on, fast. This is a straight line. So what angle is it? 180 degrees. What is it? It is a straight angle. Perfect. And what is this? Which is, this symbol denotes 90 degree. Which kind of angle is it? 90 degree is a right angle triangle. Right? And now something which is less than 90. Suppose this is 60. What kind of angle is it? Acute angle, which is less than 90. What about if anything is more than 90, like 130 degree? What can that be? Obtuse angle. Obtuse. Big. Right. Okay. And how about this one? Yes. What kind of angle is this? Complete angle. Why complete? Because if you look at this, 180 upside and down also 180. So the whole thing is 360. That is why it is a complete angle. Right? Any problem with complete angle? So if you have a line like this, and here if they draw something like this, you have to be very clear that this is 360 degree and this is the complete angle. Okay. Now suppose I have something like this. I'm not asking you to measure this angle. No, I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to measure this angle. So think, is it more than 180 degree? Yes. Is it less than 360 degree? Yes. So there is an angle which is more than 180 degree and which is less than 360 degree. So it comes between 180 and 360. Like for example 230, 280, 190, 200, all this is more than 180 and less than 360. So this angle is called as reflex angle. What is it called? Reflex angle. Okay, I hope all the type of angles are clear now. This what we have done, we have just revised whatever we have studied till now. Now we are getting into our new concepts that we are going to learn in grade 7. Okay. So the first one you will come across is supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. I'm not writing. Supplementary angles. What are supplementary angles? See, I have a straight line. I know this angle is 180 degree. So this angle I can divide into 2 angles. I can divide them into 3 angles. Isn't it? Any number of angles I want, I can divide them. Right? Okay. But now if you look at this, let us go by the example of 2 angles. I will say these 2 angles are supplementary angles. Why? The sum of these two is equal to 180 degree. Clear? So if this is 60 degree, how much will that be? 120 degree. So I can say 60 plus 120 is 180. Correct? So these 2 angles make a supplementary angle. Okay. Now we can have a question. Let's just think. If one angle is equal to 35, find its supplementary angle. So what is its supplementary angle? Any angle which combines with this 35 degree and gives you 180, that is the supplementary of 35. Clear? So what will you say? Let the other angle be A, because you don't know that, isn't it? And sum of both of them will be equal to 180 because supplementary, right? So you have already learned when you take a number from the left hand side of the equation to the right hand side, if it is positive it becomes negative. So 180 minus 35 will be how much? 10 minus 5, 5, 7 minus 3, 4, 145. Correct? So supplementary angle of 35 is 145. Clear? Don't get stuck in supplementary. The same way you have complementary also. Supplementary is for straight angle triangle. The same way complementary is for right angles. Okay, so if you have a right angle like this, again I can divide it into two parts, correct? And I can say these both are complementary angles because when you add both of them, it is giving you 90 degree. For example, I can say 45 plus 45. 45 degree angle is complementary to another 45 degree angle because when you add both of them, it will give you 90 degree. So complementary is for 90 degree, supplementary is for 180 degree. Okay. Now we have had enough discussions. Okay, now you tell me couple of questions. Just a part of our discussion. Can two acute angles be complement to each other? Can two acute angles be complement to each other? Think about it. Is it possible? Two acute angles, if you add them, do you think they can be complementary to each other? Yes. Why? Because acute angles are less than 90 degree, isn't it? So if one of my acute angle is 50 degree and another acute angle is 40 degree, if I add 50 plus 40, it will become 90, isn't it? So acute angles can be complementary to each other. Next one. Do you think two obtuse angles can be complementary to each other? Do you think so? Just look at it, because one angle itself is greater than 90 degree. So is it possible? Not at all. Do you think two right angles can be complementary to each other? Not at all. Because one angle itself is making 90 degree. To be complement angles, it should be two. It should be a pair, isn't it? Right? Okay, let us discuss something about supplementary also. Tell me, what do you think? Two acute angles, do you think they can be supplementary angles? Two acute angles? No, right? Both of them less than 90, it will not add up to 180, isn't it? Okay. Then what? Next topic is adjacent angles. Adjacent. Have you heard about the term adjacent in your day-to-day life? Anybody has said some sentence with adjacent? Try to construct a statement with the word adjacent. Okay. I am studying in the living room. My mom is sitting in the adjacent room. Next room. How is it adjacent? Because maybe the living room and the bedroom are sharing one common wall. If it is like that, then these two rooms become adjacent rooms, right? Just like that, if you have an angle like this and I have another angle like this is one angle, this is another angle. So you will notice, let me name them, A, B, C and D. What will you notice? Angle ABD and angle DBC. They share something. What do they share? They share a common arm. They share a common vertex, isn't it? That is why they become adjacent, because they are sharing something common. Correct? Clear? So if they share something common, they become adjacent angles. Now you tell me, do you think angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles? Do you think so? Yes. Why? Because they are sharing the point vertex O and they are sharing the line AO, isn't it? AOB and AOC. So that is why these two are adjacent angles. Correct? Okay. Now do you think these two angles, this and this, do you think this angle and this angle are adjacent angle? Everybody quickly you should give the answer. They are not adjacent angles, isn't it? Because they are not sharing the common vertex. Even the side is not common to both. Correct? So they are not adjacent angles. Correct? Okay. Now there is another thing that we are going to learn, which is linear pair of angles. Linear pair. What are linear pair of angles? See, it's coming pair. Okay. So linear pair means you have two angles and they share a common arm, because these two angles should be adjacent angles. Okay, so they share a common arm. Okay, and the other two lines should go in the opposite direction. That means it should be a straight line. So you can say angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Linear pair add up to 180 degree. Even if it is like this, these two are also linear pair angles. Okay, if you have some angles like this, now what you can say, this is a straight line, isn't it? And these two are adjacent angles. So you can say this angle plus this angle, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. They are linear pair. Okay, they are also supplementary angles. Correct? Linear pair should be very clear to you because it is very much similar to supplementary angles. Right? Now, the next one is vertically opposite angles. What are vertically opposite angles? The term itself is very self-explanatory, very much clear that it is vertically opposite to each other. So if you have two lines like this, see, these are two straight lines, right? It's not like I made like this and I made like this and then I'm coming here and making. No, look the difference. This I can say this is vertically opposite to this angle, but I cannot say this angle is vertically opposite to this, because this is not a straight line, isn't it? This whole thing, it's not a straight line. So the main funda about vertically opposite angle is it should be the angles should be between two straight lines. Then you will say it's vertically opposite angles. See, in our example, we are saying angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. So I said vertically opposite angles are equal. How? Let's prove it. Angle 4 plus angle 1 equal to 180 degree. Right? Why is it so? We just learned that linear pair of angles, isn't it? The same way, angle 1 plus angle 2 is also equal to 180 degree. Correct? So you will see for both of this equation, right hand side is 180 degree. So can I say angle 4 plus angle 1 equal to angle 1 plus angle 2? Can I say that? Now see, 1 and 1, it's common. We can just remove it, isn't it? So angle 4 equal to angle 2. Hence proved. This is how you will prove that vertically opposite angles are equal. But you don't have to prove. You will be using it in lot of questions. Okay. Now you can get a question like this. Tell, let me make this as angle 1, this is angle 2, this is angle 3, this is angle 4 and this is angle 5. So you can tell which are vertically opposite angles in this. Vertically opposite angles. Angle 2 and angle 3 are vertically opposite angles. Correct. Now linear pair. 1 and 2 are linear pair. Right? Okay. Adjacent angles. 5 and 4 are adjacent. 1 and 3 are adjacent. Then 4 and 3 are adjacent. Isn't it? Yeah. So these kind of questions you will get in your exercise. The exercise is very easy. If you have understood the concept, you can do the questions without any issues. Okay, please try to do all the questions yourself. If you have any doubt or issues, please do mention that in the comment section. I think you have understood something. Let us just discuss one more question, just a very small question. Okay, but kids get confused in this. Yeah, this is the question. An angle is greater than 45 degree. Is its complementary angle greater than 45 degree or equal to 45 degree or less than 45 degree? When you get this question, might get little confused if you don't read it properly. So as soon as you read it, let us just make an angle. What angle? They have said an angle is greater than 45 degree. So this is our angle which is little greater than 45 degree. Okay, let us say this is 50 degree. Now you tell me what is complementary angle. You have to add something to 50 so that it becomes 90 degree. Right? So what do you think? Is it greater than 50 or will it be less than 50? Or will it be equal to 50? Definitely it will be less than 50. See, I knew you will be able to do this question. Wonderful. So with that, let's stop this session here. We will meet for the second part. Till then, if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and also leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you.